What is up, Manbusters? Today we're going to play a little bit of Cube World. I'm going to make this a new series. I'm really excited about this game. It's a rather hard game to get a hold of at the moment, and I thought I'd like to share it with all of you guys. I made a few characters. I kind of know what I want to be already. I know I want to be a ranger. I like the bow and arrow. That's fun to me. Other than that, I can go for uber cute and be a frog. Undead. Might be Reptar. Reptar seems like a good idea. Goblins just look so ugly to me. Orc. I don't really see an orc with a bow and arrow. Nor a dwarf. Let's be a frog. Seems like a good idea. Squinty-eyed frog. It's blue eyes, I guess. With my tongue sticking out, terrified at all times. Seems perfect. I don't think you can change anything as far as that goes. I'm gonna call him Rivers. And for this I'm actually gonna make a new world. Just gonna make a random number, and we'll call this one Let's Play. Alright. Loading. Get this world loading. Alright, I'm a frog. Alright, if you don't know anything about this game, I'm going to try to teach you as much as I can. It's fairly simple. Left click is your basic attack. Right click, at least as far as the archer goes, is a charged up attack. Your weapon depicts what kind of attacks you do. So, like, while this, let me turn the volume down some, because it's kind of loud. For me, at least. Right. The ranger's special attack is a charged up attack that shoots 4 arrows. But also, you start with a crossbow. I don't know why you start with a wand. That does not make sense to me. You also have a crossbow, and while the standard attack is pretty much the same, your charged up attack shoots like a mega arrow. It stuns and knocks back. Such a basic thing. If you notice down at the bottom of the HUD, you'll see mouse 1, mouse 2. That's the attacks I was just telling you about. Left click and right click. The other ones are abilities you learn later, and it's going to be these skills right here. But those will be the other 4. And Q is going to be your quick slot, which all I have is potions right now, but it's food, potions, bombs, anything else you would come across that you would use regularly. There's certain things around the world, like that scrub that I just killed. There's no mining like in Minecraft. I know it's all pixely and squares and stuff, but it's not like Minecraft. There's no mining. You can use bombs to blow stone and stuff up to hopefully find ore, which ore is just like these scrubs. You kind of just smack it a few times and it breaks and you get cobweb from scrubs. And E is used to pick them up. Alright, there's also these heart flowers, which I'm going to collect as many of those as I can, and I will get into those later. But yeah, I mean, look, it's so gorgeous. These clouds, I haven't yet made it up to a cloud. I've been on a mountain pretty high, but at that point in time I didn't have a hang glider. Yes, there's hang gliders. To know if you can stand on the clouds or not, because they don't move. So I'm curious as to if they're, like, have a sturdy base kind of thing that you can stand on. Not really sure what the word I'm looking for there is, but So that's that. There's free my mouse up low. There's your health and your XP down here. It takes a long time, at least to begin with, to level up. F1's gonna bring up your keyboard commands in case you're confused about anything. There's an in-game chat if you're playing online. It'll all show up here in your combat log. Let me close that. X is going to be your skill tree. Right now I have no points. Every time you level up, you get 2 points. I think 30 something will fill out this tree, but from what Wale said, there is absolutely no level cap. So you could theoretically level to infinity, although I imagine the XP to grind out to infinity would be infinitely long. There's also crafting in this game. You collect stuff. The linen yarn, I believe you get from the cobwebs. You have to craft them in town. I'll also get into it later. Wood cubes are from logs. Iron cubes is from iron ore. You can make weapons, armor, amulets. I haven't found any recipes for amulets yet on any of the characters I played, so I can't really do that. Ginseng soup and pineapples. You can only find pineapple farms in town, and ginseng is kind of like the scrubs. They're around in the wild, but in order to do any cooking, which is this tab, you need a fire, and then you can make potions. This is what the heart flowers are for. You buy empty flasks in town, and you can fill them up with water to make that kind of stuff. What else was I missing? Crafting. Oh yeah, your bag. I kind of brought that up earlier. You have quite a bit of armor you can get. You start with a lamp, but I mean, you can kind of see the light effects. F is the shortcut key to bring it up, but you can't really see it until you get into a really dark area. The pet tab. I'll get into that later. Alright. So with that, I guess there's one other thing. The map. Little note, the amount your map is zoomed in here is the same your map is zoomed in this corner. So, for example, if I zoom all the way out, my map is zoomed all the way out. If I zoom all the way in to get these really big little voxel blocks, I get really big voxel blocks here. That's fairly useful later. Let me get to this town. As you'll see, there's a town there on the map. Also, these cross swords are quests. There's normally a boss there that you fight, and you can get platinum coins to upgrade weapons or armor. But again, that's a later time. I imagine I'll get to that eventually. But let's head on over to that town, collecting as much stuff as I can on the way. Maybe I'll kill a few sheep or whatever I run across if I can hit them. Oh, there we go. Alright, actually I'm going to switch to my longbow. Because, I like that one a little bit better. Collect some copper on the way to town. Looking for any resources. Oh, I also forgot one more control. Dodge. It's a middle mouse button. If you don't have a middle mouse button on your mouse, I don't think there's a keyboard shortcut for it. I may be wrong though. I guess I should also talk about that. his health bar is blue. That means he is friendly. That means he will never attack. There's nothing I can do to make him attack. He happens to love sailing though. Trying to find another mob of some sort. Alright. And then there's green ones, which they won't attack you until you attack them. So once I missed this alpaca like 800 times, now he'll start attacking me. And this is also a great place to show you, while his health bar is green, he won't attack me, seeing as he's neutral, but his name is a dark orange. That means he's hard for me to beat. Blue is on my level, like the same level as you, and white should be a very easy challenge for you. If it's red, it pretty much means that your face is going to get raped and you should run away as fast as you possibly can. Okay. I'll take advantage of these frogmen. Oh yeah. See, it's a prime example. Those names were red. Luckily these frogmen are around. But I just got a bow for a power level 60. That's rather high up in the ranks. The highest power you can possibly be is 100. And I'm not quite sure how it grows, because I know once you hit level 2 you're at 5, and when you hit level 2 you're at 10, but I think it slows down, like you don't gain 5 per level. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. I haven't been that high, I haven't played the game that long. So that'll be something to experience in time. And we got Zelda chicken, because attack 1 they all like to attack. Something else I get to show you. Now this chicken dropped a leftover with a power of 10. I won't be able to use that until I'm level 3, but I'll get to show you what you do with leftovers when we get into town. I'm actually seeing if I can hit another level before I go to town. So I lucked out with those red mob, those bees or whatever they were, because they gave me like 12 experience apiece. Oh, this chicken's gonna kill me. So that chicken only gave me 2, but those bees or whatever gave me 11 and 12. So, like I said, the beginning levels suck because you're not very strong. It takes a long time to do pretty much anything. I mean, heck, there's a cotton plant right here, and gotta shoot 4 arrows to take it down. Those I think are too strong for me. No, those are orange. These I think are too strong. Yeah, those are red. Let's stay away from those. I'll take on some of these plains runners though. See if I can grab this other one without having to take another pot. Playing a ranger is like a good mix between an FPS and an RPG, because everything is on your cursor. The melee classes don't really have to worry about that, but the mage and the ranger are all curse-based abilities, so it adds a little bit more skill. But at the same time, you're ranged and you can kind of kite them like you see me doing, backing away while I attack them. Anytime you sleep, you recover health. So let's apparently not sleep. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. It also speeds up time, not a massive amount. Time goes rather slow in this. There is a day and night cycle. And we found the town. Let's grab some of these, still these pumpkins from Farmer John over here. Because once we hit level 2, we can make these into food. And if there's a pineapple farm around here, I'll show you some of the crafting. Alright. Now, I know I was talking earlier about the map zoom, and this is what it's probably... Well, let me get to the center of town first. All these towns are rather large and they can be very confusing. Because of the fact that they're randomly generated towns, like, there's not a good structure to them. They can be a bit hard to understand at times. Okay, as I was saying, in the zoom of the map, once you get to a certain point, you can start seeing signs for the buildings, which makes things a lot easier. I can see on my map if that's very, very bad district name placement. There's 4 districts in each town. There's a crafting district, a pet district, an adventure district, and a trade district. And the town seems to be split up in quarters, but as far as besides that, there's no structure to the town. They're very random buildings. But obviously the trade district is going to have all of your shops, armor, weapons, general items. Crafting is where it's going to have all the saws, looms, workbenches, anvils, stuff like that. There isn't really a place, or there isn't really anything in the pet district as of now that I'm aware of. But I imagine they're going to have some sort of shenanigans going up in here. And the adventure district is going to have your class trainer and things of that sort. But as of right now, we are going to go to the item shop. Another control that I don't know if I mentioned or not. R is interact. E is pick up and R is interact. So you're going to use R to open and close doors and talk to people. Transparency of the boxes can get kind of confusing. A chocolate donut. This is a pet food. I imagine I'll get into that a little bit later. But right now, let's sell this crossbow and wand. I'll keep this for now. Yeah, and then I'm gonna buy about 20 flasks and a few bombs while I'm at it. And I'll get to explode a few things and show that to you guys. Let's see, where is the identifier? Alright. This magnifying glass person up here. I'm going to show you these leftovers. If I can walk in the door. The camera can get a bit wonky at times. So, you take your leftovers, place it in here. It costs a little bit of money. I'm pretty sure the higher the power, the more it costs. But identify it. I just got a good wood staff. Now, I have absolutely no use for that because it's a mage item. So, I imagine I'll end up selling it. But it's a pretty good item for a mage. If I'd gotten that on a mage, I definitely would have kept that.